Hey guys, first off, spoilers abound for the game of Hollow Knight, so if you don't want any spoilers, please do not watch this video. Additionally, I'm going to link maps in the description so that if, for whatever reason, you get lost at any point throughout this guide, you can feel free to go down there, consult with those maps. They are color-coded based on where we're at in the game, and there is an outline in the final map file that I will link as well. So, I hope that helps. Feel free, let me know if you have any additional questions in the comments down below. Otherwise, enjoy the video. Alright guys, throughout this video, there's going to be a couple of things that we are going to be covering, specifically for your second and third playthroughs of Hollow Knight. You might not have gotten the Neglect, Purity, Banishment, or Speedrun achievements. There are also variations to these achievements, which you can substitute for if you'd like to. We're going to be focusing on these 5 achievements today. We're going to need 6 pale ores, 31 grubs, as well as a pretty good chunk of geo, aim for around 8,000 to 9,000. Just in case you have a death or something like that. But for the nail upgrades that we need, you only need 7,050 geo. There's going to be on-screen counters for our grubs, which we need 31 of, as well as our pale ores, which we will need 6 of in order to obtain the final upgrade in order to slay the nailsmith for this video. So, with all of that out of the way, we can actually get into this video. So there's going to be a couple of things that you're going to want to do, a couple of, I guess you can call them speedrun hacks. The first one is actually going to come right out of King's Pass. You are going to stop right here and make your way back down into King's Pass, where you're going to grab the Fury of the Fallen. Then you're going to save quit out, inventory drop down into Dirtmouth, leave Elderbug behind, and make your way down into the Crossroads. Hug the right side until you find this grubby. You can pogo off of that Vengefly there and get your first grub, move forward, enter the Stag Station. Easy enough. Nothing too crazy here to start this game out. Just kind of a normal playthrough. Alright, you're going to want to kill the Aspids, collect the grub, and then head over to the False Knight's quarters. Make sure to have Fury of the Fallen active so that you can take him out much faster than traditional. Alright, moving forward, you're going to collect his Geo and then head on over to Vengeful Spirit. Really nothing too much to report here. Make your way through the VS area and slay the Balder, collect your Soul Catcher, and what you're going to want to do is overcharm at the bench, which, I mean, any self-respecting speedrunner would do that. Make your way up and left toward Green Path. Slay this Balder as well. Super easy like. And I got the lucky drop for the extra soul there. You don't have to have that. I'm going to show you a little skip here. Make your way over to the left. Go to Hornet Room. And finally, bait this little mosquito guy down. And I had to jump back down here in order to do that. Once you've baited him over, you should be able to pogo directly off of his head and make your way continuing left until you get to the first Moss Knight room, which you're going to break the wall, collect the lifeblood, and then make your way down to the Moss Knight, which this should be very easy to take out. Hit him once, 3 fireballs, and he's dead. Nothing to it. All right, make your way past Zote. Just ignore him because we want him to die. Obviously, he is the worst. And you're going to want to kill this Moss Knight as well, which will be on the way to Hornet fight. Grab the grubby, unlock the stag, and I do recommend grabbing the journal outside of this stag room, but you don't have to. Make your way back up to the Hornet fight. Again, I have Fury equipped and active so that the Hornet fight will go pretty quick, and as you'll see in just a moment, the Hornet fight goes very fast. Yeah, so literally nothing to that. It was about, I don't know, 30 seconds of a fight. Grab Mothwing and save quit after grabbing Mothwing, which will take you back to the Crossroads. Make your way down into the area where you can cross through to Fungal. Jump on up, dash over, and head into Fungal. And ultimately what you're going to do is head over to our boy, Leg Eater. Now, I bought Fragile Strength from Leg Eater. You do not have to do that. I actually recommend for this Fragile Heart. It's a little bit cheaper. You could save some of your money. Fragile Strength is fine, but Shaman Stone is a lot better. So we'll get Shaman Stone from Salubra in just a few minutes. Moving forward, what you're going to do is fight the Mushroom Boys over here. And they should be pretty easy to take down at this stage. Nothing too crazy. After you've destroyed them, collect their geo and grab the charm notch, which will be useful moving forward. Head on over to where you're traditionally going to go into the Mantis village. Make sure to grab that grub there. We're never going to come back through this area, so it's a free grub and it only takes like 30 seconds to go out of the way and get. Pogo off the mantises, grab Mantis Claw, head on up, grab the Wanderer's Journal, and save quit. It's going to take you back to the Ancestral Mound, which we're going to head over to the Grezmother fight area. Make sure to grab the grub just above here and to the left before you fight the Grezmother. And after you destroy the Grezmother, which takes a matter of mere seconds, we are going to enter Sly's hut, rescue him, whoever the hell Esme is, we don't know yet, and Salubra, talk to her as well. As mentioned, grab Shaman Stone, and I also recommend grabbing the additional Charm Notch. Doesn't hurt. All right, equip Shamans, and make sure you die over to the left after you've benched so that you don't have to make your way all the way back here. Ultimately, what we're going to do is a Shade Skip, which will get us into Blue Lake early, really nice and easy, and make your way across Blue Lake and over into the Resting Grounds, where we collect our Dream Nail. Rest at the Resting Ground Stag, unlock it, makes it easy for fast travel later, slay Zero, like the little bitch that he is, and then make your way down into the City of Tears. At King Station, try to unlock it if you have the geo. If you don't, we'll address that in just a moment. I do recommend getting this Hallownest seal because it is honestly like just right there. So you might as well grab it. If none of you guys knew about it, there you go. Make your way into the main City of Tears room. There's going to be a door that you can enter. You can hop through this hidden section and destroy the Elegant Husk, I believe is the name of the enemy. But either way, you can save quit. That's going to enable you to open King's Station. Now, here, you don't actually have to kill the big guy. You could just rescue the grub and save quit, but I killed the big guy. Makes it more fun. This is going to be a section where you are able to kill the Watcher Knights early. So, make your way to the left of the giant room in City of Tears. What you're ultimately going to do is down pogo on this little background object and dash up. It's going to get you into this room, which you'll make your way through very quickly. Probably not this quickly. And finally, open this lever, which will enable you to make your way up to the Watcher Knight Spire. If you head up and to the right, you will find this room with a patrol husk and a little lancer husk, which will ultimately net you a grub. Make your way up into the left now at this point, which will take you to the Watcher's Tower. You can destroy the chandelier, highly recommend, and then make your way through to kill the Watcher Knights. If you're struggling with this, don't feel obligated to do this right now. There will be a time where we come back through the City of Tears later, so you can always get it at that point. After you've slayed the Watcher Knights, then feel free to go ahead and grab this Hallownest seal, grab the Geo cache from inside the chest, and make your way up to Lurien, slay Lurien, and there's nothing else to do here. So, make your way back down, and what we're going to do is, on the way out of the Watcher's Tower, we're going to make our way to the left, which will ultimately bring us down to where Lem's station is. We can talk to him at the fountain and sell any of our excess items that we've gotten at this point through the game. Great. Make your way up to the Soul Sanctum. There's going to be a grub on the elevator to the right, which you want to grab, and then, well, destroy the... Is that guy even a boss? Anyway. Spell Twister, super easy. Kill Soul Master. At this point, shouldn't be too big of a deal. We've already done much harder fight in the way of Watcher Knights. After he's completely wrecked us, we are able to grab our Desolate Dive. Now, moving forward, you're going to dive down into the room, grab the Hallownest seal, and then there is going to be a little bit of a time save here. You're going to stop on this corner of the breakable tile here, Desolate Dive down, grab some additional soul, make your way down into the hole, and then rescue the grub. Then you can dive and then head back up into where we just fought the Soul Master, Dream Nail him, and fight the Soul Tyrant. This is one that I highly recommend doing now and not waiting till later. You can wait till later if you're not equipped to handle it at this point in time, but it's preferred if you do it now. There's going to be a moment where we come back for Shade Soul, so you can always do it at that point as well. If you need to, on your way out of the Soul Sanctum, make your way to the left, grab the bench, but I didn't opt to do so. Didn't feel like it was necessary. Head up to the City Storeroom Stag, unlock it. We don't need to call the stag at this point in time. We're going to make our way to the left and ultimately up the elevator shaft into infected Crossroads. It won't be infected if you didn't kill Lurien. Make your way to the very top right of the Crossroads, where we're going to slay the giant husk buggy and rescue a grubby. Dive into Crystal Peaks and make your way through Crystal Peaks as normal. We're going to collect the grub in the elevator shaft room. And we're going to collect the grub in I call this the mechanics room. It's the smashy room with the whole bunch of smashers. Anyway, grab shop Heaper's Key, slay the Crystal Guardian at this point, which easy clap. Really not too bad. And make your way up through the Crystal Peaks as normal once again. Except you're going to pogo off of the background crystal there and make your way to the far bottom right of that room. After 2 VS blasts to the face, you will be able to grab yourself a little grubby buddy. Nice. You're going to make your way to the top right of the crystallized room there. Up at Hellenos Crown, what you're going to do is make your way to the very far left, grab the pale ore, and jump down into the shaft. After jumping into the shaft, make your way to the left and over to the Crystal Dash room as normal. Grab C Dash and make your way to the left, which will ultimately net you to a grubby buddy. Make your way down and grab your second grubby buddy at 15. So after grabbing that grub, you're ultimately going to want to do the dark room. Really, it's not too difficult. I recommend saving this section of the video. I have a pretty consistent setup for doing the dark room, but after getting through the dark room, Crystal Dash to the right, which will ultimately take you into the crystallized mound. You can grab a grub from the upper right-hand corner. That will be required, and grab yourself Descending Dark. Pretty nice. Save quit. Go back to the room where we fought the Crystal Guardian, which will ultimately get you up and go to the left where you can Crystal Dash out of Crystal Peaks. Stop by this room here with the grubs. It is extremely helpful. Grab grub number 17 and move on with your life going back to Dirtmouth. Talk to Sly. Grab the Elegant Key as well as the Lumifly Lantern. It will be useful moving forward. And make your way into the Crossroads. I went and stopped by to grab this Helena seal. At the end of this video, I had more than enough money, so you guys definitely don't have to do this. But anyway, you'll want to make sure to slay those Aspid Mothers. We're ultimately going to do an acid skip here. So you jump to the left and then Crystal Dash. And right before you hit the other wall, you cancel your Crystal Dash in order to jump off the wall. Make your way through Fog Canyon and grab the grub. Go into the Teacher's Archives and slay Umu with surprisingly 1 mask left. Don't know how I took so much damage there, but whatever. And what you're going to do is kill Monomon. Are we killing them or are we freeing them? All right. After slaying Monomon, head on down to the Queen's Station, so down into the left. And then after unlocking Queen's Station, go up into Green Path, which will ultimately net you a grub here. Go to where Cornifer usually is in Green Path as well, which will net you a second grub. Great. Now you're going to make your way up to where Zote usually resides, in the Vengefly King's mouth, but he's dead. Smack his head around, and you will get the Neglect achievement. At the Balder place, we're going to want to kill them as quickly as possible. I very nearly died here. Do not be like me. Make your way up into the right of the Balders, grab the grub on the way out into Howling Cliffs, and then we're going to dream nail the Grimm Corpse. After dream nailing Grimm Corpse, quit out of the game and make your way back to Dirtmouth, which is where you're going to find the Grimm Troupe. Talk to Grimm, and after a little bit of a show, he will give you the Grimm Child Charm. You're going to want to equip that and make your way over to the Crystal Peaks, where ultimately you're going to slay your first Grimmkin. After slaying your first Grimmkin, you are going to head on over And make your way down into the longer rooms of Green Path, which are around the middle of Green Path, and slay your second Grimmkin. And finally, save quit once again. Make your way to the city storerooms. I recommend grabbing some soul. Makes the Grimm fights easier. And then, after that, slay your third Grimmkin. Hooray. Make your way back down into the Soul Sanctum area, where at this point, you are going to be able to grab your Shade Soul. This is also the point where if you didn't kill the Soul Tyrant initially, you will be able to do so now. Great. So, after grabbing Shade Soul, what we're ultimately going to do is, you guessed it, quit out. And make your way back to Grimm, at which point he will upgrade the Grimm Child into the Grimm Child Plus, and we can make our way toward the Abyss. Grab the Wanderer's Journal here. Again, probably not required, but it never hurts to have too much geo. Make your way to the left of the Abyss, where the Maw lurk, and Desolate Dive, or Descending Dark, if you grabbed it, into where you can grab your 23rd grub. After killing the Maw-lurk and grabbing a little bit of additional soul, what you're going to do is Shade Soul those other two Maw-lurks and grab your Pale Ore number 2. Nice and easy. Make your way to the Broken Vessel. Nothing really too much to report here. It's a pretty easy travel over to the Broken Vessel if you went through the Maw-lurk room at this point. Just head down into the left and then Crystal Dash around as needed. After destroying the Broken Vessel, which will take a matter of mere moments if you have Descending Dark as well as Shade Soul, grab your Wings of Glory. Perfect. After grabbing your wings, you're going to make your way to the right and grab grub number 24, and then save quit over to King Station, where you're going to talk to Lem, sell all of your excess stuff, and ultimately make your way under King Station through the water, and you're going to head over just below the Love Tower and grab yourself the grub number 25. In Kingdom's Edge, you're going to slay the first of the Grimm Masters, but let's be honest, they're actually just Grimm Adults. And then make your way up through Kingdom's Edge, go to the left. Don't go all the way over to the Nail Master. That is unnecessary. Grab grub number 26 through a breakable wall. Head up to the Colosseum, at which point you're going to destroy Colosseum 1 as well as Colosseum 2. Nice. After Pale Ore number 3, what you're going to do is head back up into the Resting Grounds. You can equip the Grimchild Charm here if you want to make your life a little bit easier, a little less backtracking. I did not because I'm dumb, but we're going to ultimately talk to Seer for our Pale Ore number 4, and then I decided to go ahead and rest at the bench here in Resting Grounds and equip Grimchild. Again, you don't have to do it this way. I actually recommend doing it the other way. So, slay the Grim Master here. Nothing too crazy. One Shade Soul really will do it for you. And then you're going to save quit and ultimately make your way back to Dirtmouth, where you will slay the third and final Grimm Master. Go back, talk to Grimm. You're going to ultimately fight him. Spoilers. And after fighting him, he will bow. You must also reciprocate with a bow. And then he will disappear, where you can grab a new Charm Notch. Great. And Grimmkin will get upgraded. That's the whole reason we did that. At this point, you're going to save quit to Queen Station, head into the Fungal Wastes, and drop into the Deepnest area. Hug the right side and go through one of the doors in Deepnest in order to go behind a breakable wall, at which point you will unlock a new grub. Follow Deepnest as normal, and ultimately fall into where Nosk usually resides. Make sure to grab the grub on the way. Destroy Nosk, really nothing to that, and then grab your 5th Pale Ore. Only one more to go, and those of you who are following along will know exactly where to get that. On your way through the big spider room, grab grub number 30. Nothing too crazy there. Make your way back over to where Herrah usually sleeps. Make sure to unlock the Herrah Stag first. Otherwise, if you die, you're kind of SOL. And Dreamnail Herrah. Ultimately, in her area, we are getting our final grub, which is really nice. There it is. Perfect. Now, make your way out of Herrah's chambers. Stop by the bench, though, that she has available to you, because ultimately what we're going to do is equip Grimchild, head out of her room, and into the other room within the Deepnest area. Talk to Brum, and he's going to say, hey, meet me back at the Howling Cliffs. Talk to him at the Howling Cliffs, destroy the fire, and flames will erupt, at which point you will have gotten the Banishment achievement. Now, for those of you who are following along, we only need the kill achievement for the Nailsmith. The Purity achievement is what it is called. And we will also need to beat the game. So really not too much left here. We now have all of our pale ores, which I love that sound. And after upgrading your nail to the pure nail, then you should be good at this point to go ahead, leave the nailsmith's hut, talk to him, and then either cut him down in cold blood, or you can save him if you so desire. Great. Now, really, all you got to do is make your way through to the Hollow Knight, kill him, and that is going to be it. So, after slaying the Hollow Knight, you should have gotten all 5 achievements that were slated for this run. Whether or not you decided to go for these specific achievements or you went for the alternatives, realistically through this route you should have been able to acquire all 5 of them regardless of what exactly it is you were trying to do. So I do hope that this guide helped, guys. After absorbing the Hollow Knight, you will get your ending, and at the very end of your credit sequence it will tell you your final time and unlock the speedrun achievements. Best of luck. I appreciate you guys sticking through this and watching with me. It's been a pleasure. And ultimately, I'm going to leave you with the ending screen and my times. And let me know if you guys have any additional requests for me to do videos kind of like this. It was a pretty big undertaking because I'm not used to uploading videos for the last 5 years, but I had a blast. So if you guys want me to do anything, just let me know. And yeah, until next time.